we move on, I think a common denominator in what everybody said was the involvement that Johnathon Burgos had in their senior year. And he's the next part, and I would like to take some time to introduce Johnathan too. I met Johnathan when I was a freshman at Point Loma High School, and he was working for the Aaron Price Fellows at that time, and he was a facilitator. So I've known Johnathan. I'm not going to say how many years, but I've known him for quite quite a few years, and I was beyond excited to hear that Johnathan was going to be on our team and on our side, because I know how much he loves kids, how much he helps others, and his overall attitude. So I I do agree that I've been impactful in your guys' life because we've spent so much time together. But it you cannot disagree that Johnathan in your guys' senior year was probably one of the most impactful adults. So I want to pass the next part of our program over to Johnathon Burgos, who, even in conversations that he's not around, we cannot stop singing his praises. So thank you, Johnathan, for continuing to help our kids. Are you here?
I'm here, and thank you, Natalie, for those wonderful words. Carlos told me before that only machos cry, so thank you. I'm very macho today. And also, I just remember our first conversation, Natalie, was about your Miss Linda's tamales and me cooking shrimp with walnut. So we still haven't exchanged those recipes, but definitely one of these days, for sure.
I tend to talk about tamales often.
So I just wanted to, first of all, I just want to start with this. Activist Angela Davis stated, "I am no longer accepting the things that I cannot change. I am changing the things that I cannot accept." And that's a spirit of change I see in all of you. Whether it's a teach-in regarding human trafficking, a protest to end climate change, or a workshop on AB 392 to hold police accountable for their actions, you, Chavistas, help create opportunities off campus and in our community so that those who were silenced could be heard. There's Malala, Greta Thunberg, Emma Gonzalez of Parkland, Florida, the Black Lives Matter movement, and there's also the class of 2020 Chavistas. I'd like to tell each and every graduate that I was honored to stand in your presence. You helped lift the service clubs to new heights, and as you embark on your next journey, please know that your success is paving the way for others in the community. In regards to the winners of the Fahadi Jeffers Si Se Puede Awards, I have a challenge for you. And actually, a lot of you actually took us up on it already. You're the part of our first cohort of Chavista mentors. We want you to continue the spirit and the values of everything that you learned in the club and continue it in college. But also, I challenge you to help give it back to us. We have future leaders like you've all mentioned, but part of it is planting that seed and nurturing it. And what better way than having role models like you? So I'm hoping, and after this event, I'm gonna reach out to you. For those of you who want to help us with that, let's make that happen. And for any seniors that feel compelled to do the same, let's do it. We're gonna have mentors, and you're gonna be the ones to help us grow and expand beyond what we do here in San Diego. And I can't wait for that.